Hi, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to get some money for my baby. Could you help me out? Hi, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm trying to get some food for my baby. Do you think you can help me out? Anything would help right now, honestly. It's so hot right now. My baby's hungry. Anything, honestly. Even $1 would help, man.
That's $3, bro. That's all I got.
You have $3?
Yeah.
And you want to help me with that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you are such a great man. God bless you. Do you mind if I sit with you for a second? Like, do you mind sitting with me?
Sure.
What made you want to help me? Like, I honestly was asking so many people walking by and nobody wanted to help me. Why are you so different?
You have a baby.
Yeah, of course, but people don't realize that the baby needs food, but they still walk by and they ask me to get a job or something.
Well, I know what it's like, man. I know what it's like to be struggling out here on the streets.
When you say you know how it is struggling on the streets, how do you know?
I live on the streets.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought you were just walking by, like, you know. And again, nothing against you. You look nice, clean, and everything. So how did you become homeless?
Man, that's a long story.
And how long have you been out here?
I've been out here on and off for like 10 years with like a couple gaps years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Wow. And how did this happen? So we're in 2024.
Yeah.
And this happened in 2011?
Something like that. I started staying with my dad in 2011. He wanted me to, in order to stay with him, I had to either go to school or work. And at the time, I wanted to go to school.
Wait, so when you're living with your dad, how old were you?
I was like
24?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your dad gave you a choice: go to school,
go to work,
or go to work.
Yeah.
What was your reaction to that?
I was okay with it until he told me the reasoning behind me going to school was that he wanted me to give him my financial aid for rent and stuff like that.
Your dad was trying to get your financial aid money?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That sounds so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened?
I did not give him the financial aid money.
You did not?
No, and so
So he let you rather be on the streets?
Yeah.
What kind of dad is that?
He's not a good dad. He was a bad dad all my life. So that's the main reason why I didn't do it, because why should I help him out if he didn't even want to help me out? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's how I felt.
And instead of giving you a choice, he could have told you, like, look, you have to work.
Yeah.
We can both work it together, pay the bills, pay the rent together, and live a peaceful life.
Yeah.
Instead of saying you have a choice, work or go to school.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, me neither. So I ended up being on the streets from then. I got lucky with another buddy of mine. I was on the streets for like 2 years after that, out in Rancho Cucamonga.
Okay.
And that's where I kind of grew up. And I had a friend of mine let me, and at the time my nephew and my mom actually became homeless from other circumstances.
Oh wow! So your mom had some difficult problems,
and she was
nephew.
Yeah, she's
is
the
the nephew living with the
with his grandma, my mom. Yeah.
Okay.
She had guardianship of him, and he's sick too.
Okay.
Yeah. So we all ended up on the streets at the same time, like just coincidentally. And I had a buddy of mine that let us stay in his garage for like a good year without letting his family know that we were staying there.
Wow, that sounds like an angel, bro.
Yeah,
we need more people like your friend.
But he passed
That's
away.
amazing.
Yeah,
oh my God.
He was a diabetic, and
I am so sorry.
he
sounds like a great man. Like what he
was
was doing is let you stay 1 year in the garage, rent free and everything. Wow, that's amazing.
Probably could have stayed longer had we not got caught.
Wow.
But
so the family caught you guys?
Yeah.
And what happened? Did
they just basically said we had to leave. We couldn't stay there anymore. They weren't mad or anything like that. They just they just told us to leave. Basically, they were very they were hardcore Christians.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, that's amazing. It's good. It's hard to find good people
you're right.
around us. So what happened with your mom and nephew?
So after we were out of that garage, we were actually living in our car for a couple months, and we got lucky again, and we were able to move into an apartment. But we were in this apartment with like 5 or 6 other people, and it was a 1-bedroom apartment.
6 people in 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
It sounds like more like LA.
Yeah,
that happens all the time.
It was terrible, but it was a place to live, you know.
Yeah, at least you had a roof under. I mean, a shelter.
Yeah. And so then. My grandmother, my mom's mom, she offered to give us an apartment as long as, after 1 year, she would pay for it for a year, and after that, then we had to take care of it.
So, like a rent-free for 1 year,
yes.
she paid out of pocket for the whole year?
Yeah, so during that year, we were living there, everything was fine, and I ended up getting arrested for the very first time for drugs.
Oh, I am,
and the cops, being cops, they said if I didn't give up my dealer's name or whatever, they were going to tell the management or something like that. And they ended up telling the management that I wasn't supposed to be living there at the time. I was not on the lease.
Wow.
So we all got kicked out of there. And that's when we moved out here to Colton. And the reason why we moved out to Colton was because my nephew needed to be close to the hospital because he has a disease called hydronephrosis. It's a kidney disease that he needs a kidney transplant. He's on the transplant list right now.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry what he's going through right now.
Yeah.
I just pray and wish that no one have to go through what he's going through right now.
He's gone through a lot being such a young kid.
How old is he now?
He just turned 18 actually.
So what happened with after his kidney? Did he get the kidney transplant?
Not yet. Actually, like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, something like that, they called and they said that they had a kidney and to be ready in 2 hours for the call. Because when you get a call for that, you have to be ready to go and be there as fast as possible. Well, I guess the person who had passed away, that the kidneys were going to go to my nephew, or the kidney was going to go to my nephew. They didn't know if they were viable yet in terms of like, because I guess the girl died in a car crash. And so they had to see the organs before they could do it if they were going to be good enough, and they turned out to not be good enough, so they had to cancel. Like they said,
right.
It wasn't good.
It's
like,
not going to suit the body.
Next time,
next
basically,
person,
yeah.
So he's still on the list.
Yeah, and he just went through something too where.
So where is your nephew and the mom living? Are they still on the streets?
No, they're in a place right now, right up the street here in on Ritchie Canyon Road, just like a mile or two away from the hospital.
Oh, okay. So close to the hospital.
I was staying there too, but me and my mom just. If I stay with my mom for too long, we just get at each other's like throats. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I love my mom. She's super cool, but for whatever reason, we just can't live together. You know what I mean?
Is that because of how you are and what you do, or?
No, well, maybe. She never said anything like that, but I mean, I'm sure it probably is. Like, I'm sure she doesn't want to see me on the drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
And I try not to be high or anything around them, especially around my nephew. But
No. You're right. You're making the right decision. Like not being around them because he's already going through a lot.
Yeah.
You being around them, doing all that stuff.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's gonna not be good for them.
Right.
You know, 'cause what is he gonna see? Like what I'm going through right now. He's already in pain, and you're gonna give him more pain.
Right.
You know, seeing you like that.
And he's not stupid. He knows what's going on. He knows what's up.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, I try not to show him that side of me. But so I ended up leaving there, and I've just been out here ever since.
I'm so sorry, man, what you're going through and everything that's happening in your life. But let me be honest with you. This was actually a social experiment, right? I didn't need the money for the baby. So what I want you to do is come around here. I want you to come and see my baby right here. This is not a baby. This is actually for you $100,000, man.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah,
man?
I'm serious. Since you decided to help me out, man, I want to leave you with this. You can take the stroller with you, or I'll bring a bag and put the cash in there. You can just walk away with it.
This is real?
This is real. Yeah, this is real. You can touch it and feel it. It's real money, man.
Wow. Thanks, man. That's amazing, dude. It's gonna help so much, man.